Hi, I'm Dr. Walter Matwychuk, and the purpose of today's intermittent reinforcement email message is to talk to you a little bit about the D, E, and F components of the ABC model of emotion. In rational emotive behavior therapy, we talk about adversity, basic attitudes, and consequences, emotional and behavioral. And in last week's intermittent email, I went over and defined each of these components. However, you can unpack an emotional episode, but it's important that you go beyond that and dispute your rigid and extreme attitudes. That's what D stands for in this A, B, C, D, E, F model. Now, disputing is a process of examination where you look at the attitudes, rigid and extreme, that you've identified that are leading to your self-defeating emotional consequences and evaluate them. You ask questions aimed at seeing if they are, in fact, yielding you good results, are true, and are logical. Now, doing so will enable you to see that your rigid and extreme attitudes lead to your self-defeating unhealthy emotions because they're not yielding good results. They are inconsistent with the available evidence. In other words, there's no evidence to support them, and they are illogical. Now, once you ask questions and see this and reveal that they're not true, they're illogical, and they're not yielding good results, you can go on to the E of the model and create an effective new philosophy. Now, of course, an effective new philosophy about the adversity you're facing will be a flexible attitude and a non-extreme attitude. And what we want you to do then is to repeat the same disputing questions against your healthy attitude and reveal to yourself that they are, in fact, going to yield better results. They're going to lead to healthy emotional feelings and behaviors at point C, that they not only will yield better results, but that the evidence supports them as true. And they're logical. They're internally consistent and logical. Now, once you've done that, you've strengthened your conviction, at least your intellectual conviction and insight, into your healthy new attitude. But you want to give some thought as to what functional behavior, that's the F in the model, that will be prompted by your healthy negative emotions, which stem from your flexible and non-extreme attitudes. Now, functional behaviors include pausing and then addressing adversity instead of procrastinating. Asserting yourself, not aggressively, but not being passive either. Other functional behaviors include challenging yourself instead of retreating, adventuring or taking calculated risks instead of playing it too safe and not trying to change what you can change in your life to make it better. So in today's email, I want you to go through it and familiarize yourself with the elements of the DEF part of the process that we teach in REBT. REBT is teaching you a process for helping yourself when you are disturbing yourself. It's also encouraging you to adopt particular healthy attitudes, which are characterized by flexibility, logic, evidence, and yield good results. But in the end, the ABC model really is only part of the process. It's the diagnostic part of the model, but then it's important for you to go beyond understanding and identifying what your basic attitudes are that are leading to your unhealthy emotional responses, and then correct them, transform your emotional upset into a healthy negative emotion, and doing so by disputing and thinking about your thinking, which which is the process we refer to as disputing, creating or formulating a new healthy attitude that will then drive functional behavior that will enable you to change what you can change, or at least try to persevere at changing what you can change, and accepting what you can, and having some degree of happiness even when adversity persists in your life. Now, every Saturday, I go through the ABCDEF model with a volunteer on Zoom. And you can attend and learn this process and watch me do it with someone. It's free to attend. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern, and you need your Zoom link, so you'll have to write to me at rebtdoctor@gmail.com. Well over 100 people attend it every week and profit by watching this process, and then they ask questions after about 40 minutes. I take questions from the viewing audience. This isn't a role play. It's really applying the ABCDEF process to a volunteer's real problem. So come and join us. It's at 9 a.m. Eastern. That's 2 p.m. in the UK, 4 p.m. in Bucharest. I think that would be 6:30 in India, 10 o'clock in Japan, and 11 in Australia. So I hope you can join us. Write to me at rebtdoctor@gmail.com, and you will get your free Zoom link, and you can take this email and the previous email and actually observe it being put into action in our discussion. So I hope to see you on Saturday, and I hope these 2 emails have been helpful to you.